Hello, welcome. This is Heart of the Moon. This is going to be an unplanned reading. Its spirit is to remember and connect with the indigenous children that were lost and say hello to them. We love you. If we shine light within ourselves, truth, we can bring some self-justice to ourselves. And it's possible to redeem ourselves. And perhaps if some light gets shined on Canada's past, some justice in the way of healing can come about. Neptune gives up a child from the sea to the subconscious and the conscience. And perhaps a new vision can arise from this situation. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. I hope everyone's doing well. And it's going to be this reading is going to be very similar to a reading that we've done in the past. But this is, has a lot of special energy to this, though. It's going to be almost like connecting to the ones who have crossed over. Very similar to a reading like that. And this is basically the mystical triangle spread. This is going to be in the spot for the children where we say, hello, we love you. And let's see if we can get some thoughts from them. This is in the moon spot. This is in the sun spot. All right, and then we're going to get a general direction, a card, give us an overall feeling. All right, thank you, Spirit. And this card is going to be in the spot of the loved ones. Thank you, Spirit. You get a Spirit, loved ones. Hello. We're just wondering what you're thinking. Whoa. Well, sure wanted to come out. All right. Let's come out. Thank you. And we got the cartomancy cards on deck for clarification. All right, now this is going to be in the spot for the moon. Okay, that was quite easy. Thank you. And this is going to be, I'm going to use these Shaman Oracle deck. This is going to be in the spot in the sun. But it's I don't think it's old news. I think it is old news. Certainly not forgotten. From their perspective. But, you know, what's come out, what they've been saying all along, it's come out. And it's certainly enough spirit to rethink the spirit and tone and vision of Canada Day. It certainly has that type of spirit to it. So this when this was ready to break, it was ready to break. Okay. Asking for one card and 2 cards pop out. 3 cards pop out. Okay, we can deal with those 3 cards. 4 cards came out. Okay. Yeah, see? Something definitely come into awareness right here. In this type of spirit right here, yeah. That's for sure. All right. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you for the ones who have crossed over. All right, this is in the spot for the Indigenous children. From the loved ones. Dragonfly. Beautiful. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful type of energy. Dragonfly. Heart of Moon believes this is a really good example and symbolism of actually the energy of Aquarius, where the dragonfly skips land and goes right to water. Wow, yeah, and that's what those loved ones, those dear ones did. They went right up. They went straight up there. Their souls went straight up. The dragonfly. Beautiful. There's a mystical triangle right here. Right here and here. And a mystical triangle has, it's a beautiful energy for sure. It's actually the energy of Cancer's energy. We're still in Cancer season. And it's basically got the energy of 13. Okay? So we got a foundation right here. 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. Here we have a strong foundation. Right here. And then number 3 is actually the symbolism of a triangle. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right here. 1, 2, 3. There's the triangle. And a general direction is the 1. The 1 is that step outwards. And we can actually turn it on, like right here. There's our 1, 2, 3, and there's the 1. There's the 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There's the 3, and there's the 1. Just there's the general direction, and this is the reading that we got. He attracted this energy. This is a special message from them. A dragonfly. And that's just it. You know, maybe there's a... Yeah. Maybe something can come out of this. Like they skipped land and went right to the air. And maybe something can come out of this. Like a new vision. Because I think that's where most people feel, I believe, that healing, understanding, and compassion can go a long way and can bring healing to a situation, and a new vision can come out of this. Perhaps that's what they're saying as well. A dragonfly. You know, and a dragonfly does so much to help us in environmental type of way, in a cleanup, sort of, not a cleanup, but kind of like they help balance things out, especially with the mosquitoes, you know. I mean, mosquitoes are a bit of a pest, but they provide a lot of food for these types of individuals right here, like the dragonfly. So the dragonfly eats a lot of mosquitoes, but it's like they balance things out in nature for us. So they're like helpers. And perhaps they've reached from beyond and has helped a situation. All right, thank you. Okay, and this is in the spot of the moon. And this is the Three of Wands. Situation is matured enough to find some direction. Exactly. But as to the direction, this is in the moon spot, so there's some kind of secretive, this is still some veil. There's a veil of mystery behind this card right here, okay? And we definitely have looks like there's some willpower and some energy to go beyond. Because this is the three, right? This is the triangle is the three. The one is that step forward. So perhaps there's still a mystery on where something can go forward. Perhaps there's still a mystery to uncover. And that's probably a good thing too. I mean, you know, I think there's a lot of Native communities would like to voice, still continue. Actually, they still continue to voice their opinions. And actually, there's been a lot of coverage, I noticed, on their stories, on their personal stories, on their testimonies. And that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. More awareness. More awareness can bring some light to a situation, in the spirit, to ring in the spirit of compassion and understanding. But perhaps there's still a little bit of a mystery on what direction this is going to go. Because this is in this spot of secrets right here. This is a veil of mystery right here in the moon spot. All right, so this is, we got 4 cards to deal with here. Okay. Okay. We can deal with these 4 cards. What's the... Taming the Wind. Taming the Wind. Oh, yeah. 5/5. Taming the Wind. Yeah, that's something. There it is. There. That's a beautiful energy. Yeah, that's something we were just talking about. Taming the wind. Take it as it sounds. For many years, the Native Americans have, in Canada, the Indigenous people in Canada, they've been telling their story for years. They've known all about this for years. It's just, it's exactly right. It's exactly that. Taming the wind. Chaos. And that's all, I think that was their spirit behind informing the public. That's in the spirit of this, taming the wind. Taming what's real and what's not real. And this is actually the energy of the dragonfly as well. Perhaps these 4 wings can help stabilize illusion and like this energy, taming the wind. Beautiful. Here we got the Time Master. Wow. Yeah, time. I think we live in this temporal world, and time governs a lot of it. I think we're going into the age of Aquarius. I think we are. I believe, Heart of the Moon believes we are in the age of Aquarius. And that's where we're going into the 5th world, into the 5th dimension, where time doesn't exist. That's where we're heading towards. But I think in a lot of respects, we still live in a temporal world. Time. And time. This was the right time to come out. Perhaps this was the right time to come out. And patience. The spirit lives. That's where spirit lives, in the 5th world and beyond. Multiple dimensions where time doesn't exist. But we live here. We live in the temporal world where time does exist. But to overcome this sense of time, we have patience. There's patience. And patience can overcome almost anything. If we allow something to, I guess, ripen. The child. Wow. Yeah, that says a lot. It's got the energy of truth on it. There it is. That's why we're doing this reading. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. There's the... Exactly. Neptune gives up a child to the moon and sun. And perhaps a new vision can come out of this. There's the... That looks like Earth. And that's actually a symbolism of the lunar eclipse. Because the Earth is in between the sun and the moon. And that symbolizes a birth. And looks like there's a... You know, this circle could be Earth right here. And the Earth symbolizes, you know, a birth, a child, right here. And a child, yeah, well, you know, can have a lot of symbolism around it, you know. Something new, right? A rebirth, a birth, obviously. Something new. Something new can come out of this. Like a page type of energy, right? One step outside of the norm. That's a page type of energy. It's a very childlike energy. I mean, when I say childlike, it doesn't mean that it's only just for children. It's just when it's something new and one step outside of the norm. Like a one step outside of university. Like a page. One step outside of our familiar surroundings. Beautiful. The crow. Yeah. The crow is a mysterious and mystical type of energy because the crow delivers truth. It's funny, the 13 is on there. You know, in truth, you know, people can take truth as the way they want it, but it won't necessarily change that truth. That truth might rear its head in other ways. I think there's a lot of mystery behind the spirit of the crow. Probably for a good reason. Because the crow can deliver some bright news and some mysterious news and somewhere in between, and both. And it's like the crow takes part, I believe, we believe, the hard moon believes, takes part in definitely the transformation process, you know. It's like Uranus. And this energy has a lot to do. This is Cronus's type. This is Cronus energy right here, the Time Master. You know, perhaps everybody needed some time away from that before this can be dealt with properly. You know, it may take years to deal with this properly as well. It's not just going to happen overnight. But maybe this was ready to come out. Its time was ripened, like the Time Master. And this is a Saturnian type of energy. And when that's ready, when that's ripened, transformation happens. Our authentic selves come out. And that's Uranus type of energy. And sometimes truth can turn the way things should be done gets turned over in a lot of respects. And truth has that energy of turning things over, overturning our conscience. And this is Uranus type of energy. This is Saturn type of energy. And this is Uranus type of energy, bringing some truth. Our authentic self, the authentic self, comes out. And it may turn tables. It may turn our consciousness over. It throws out our way things should be done, right? All right, so this is so these 4 cards came out for a reason. I think spirits. I was going to take 1 card, but you know, this was a special type of reading. Those 4 cards wanted to come out. Something was destined to go in a new direction with the child. Time was ripe to tame that wind of illusion and reality. And truth came out. And these helpers right here are helping this situation along. They've reached back. Through time and helped the situation along. To bring stability to a situation right here. To bring stability to a situation. Perhaps we don't know where this direction might go. Maybe a few years. Who knows? But we definitely know something was ready to come out. Time up on a situation. Well, okay, thank you. Okay, let's read a little bit about here. The child. This is what's the number 7? Okay, the essence. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. Beautiful. And beautiful. And this is what they did. This is like the dragon type of energy right here. The dragonfly. This dragonfly skips land and goes right to air. Goes right from the water. Right to air. And, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. And this is what the energy, the current energy and that's been going on is taming the wind of reality and illusion and truth can bring some justice to his situation for sure. All right, beautiful. And it goes great with our conversation. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, loved ones. Child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Because become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. Yeah, that's a really good question. Who is your spouse and partner today? And that's been a struggle for Indigenous people, is to reconnect. With a trading partner, right? And it's got that sense of feel to what's going on, and in this reading too. Child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. Beautiful. And their story literally has come out of a hole. And then it's brought in this sense of newness to a situation. All right. Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth, yeah? Crows teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. The winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. The invitation: when you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. Taming the wind. Because that's just it. That's a really good point too. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. And people have their choice. And this is always in the spirit of suggestions. Spirit. And that's something, what I just said about truth. People can turn their eye from truth. But it doesn't necessarily make truth go away. But we can certainly deceive ourselves by believing in illusions. That's something. All right. Taming the wind. 55. Taming the wind. Here the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good for all. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when taming the wind appears as a symbol, it is time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. The medicine. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what the energy that when this card is paired with these cards, and given the situation, that's the energy and feeling I got from this card right here. It's time to clean up any misunderstanding with others, clear the air after disagreements, and allow for others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You'll be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Beautiful, yeah. And that's been the part of the message of their message. The indigenous people's message is, they want to make sure their side gets told, and perhaps, exactly, that's the energy that we got from this card right here. This was in a mystery. This is in the spot of mystery 3. We got 3, 1, 2, 3 here, but the 1 is missing. Division. So things need to be heard. That's perhaps why this card came up in this moon spot, because people's stories still need to be told. There still needs to be one side of a story needs to be let out more. I mean, there's been a lot of work, for sure. That's what I've noticed anyways. There's been a lot of work in regards to that, of people making the public aware. But I think there's still some mystery right here in regards to getting the other side story out. And everybody's story, actually. And this includes everybody, not just indigenous people, too, right? Everybody's story needs to come out, right? Not just one side. All sides. Beautiful. Taming the Wind. And this was the Time Master. Okay, the Time Master. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Yet time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans, we see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life. Like a kind of currency, at any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. And that's very true. For sure. I mean, we live in a temporal world. Time is going to be seen real to us. But from the spiritual perspective, they don't live in a time. So to them, from the spiritual world, time is like an illusion, you know. But we have time. But time is granted to us so that we can, I think, we believe, it's a way of bringing things to rightness, and that includes ourselves. We have time to make that pilgrimage back to the holy mountain, which is ourselves. So there's time to, in this temporal world of time, we can bring some healing to a situation. We can level it up. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the true test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power. So let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all-powerful. You are the Time Master. Anything is possible now. And that's just it right there, Ek. Let go of the past and choose to step into your life. And that's the spirit of time. That's the spirit of time, is when things are, things take time to ripen. Like an apple, or a banana. Takes time to ripen. But when we do, when it's time, and this is what the Time Master is saying, that when the Time Master is in the conscience, it's in the sunspot, that's awareness. It's saying it is time. The time has ripened, and it is the time to let go of the past and to step into your new life, a step outside of the norm. And that's Uranus type of energy, okay? Being in our authentic selves, like in the Crow type of energy. The medicine, sometimes it appears that you are running out of time, you worry you won't get what you need or want. Everything gets stuck like a log jam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant, fully engaged in your now. It's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of the future. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. You will never run out of it. So that's it's a beautiful energy. The dragonfly is a beautiful energy. Dragonfly, master of light, illusion, and the mind. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Beautiful. There's a helper right there to calm the mind. And that may be a message for us right here. Is maybe we don't know. It's like this card right here. It's like that individual. This situation is matured enough to take some energy, some creative energy. This is the card. This is the Three of Wands. So 3 is a, symbol of the triangle, but it's also a symbol of creativity, right? So this is ripened to put some creative energy in this. But this individual is still looking out beyond. This individual is still not certain what's going on. And that was one of the messages right here from the Time Master, was to let go of time and just to make that step into the unknown, right? Perhaps that's a message. That's perhaps a good message for us, is we don't need to know the details, except that this was time is ripened. And this energy of the dragonfly comes out, where it's illusion. Still this energy of illusion and this energy mix right here. Perhaps we don't know the direction yet. Perhaps we're still in the energy of 3 and not in the energy of 1. Beautiful. I think that's the message right there. Are they restless? When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear. The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical, beautiful. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So yeah, that's definitely a beautiful message for sure. That racing mind can cause illusions. It's like this, taming the wind, right? The wind is air energy, the mind. The energy of the mind, taming that wind. Taming that energy of reality and illusion, right? So I think this situation has come up, and which also brings up an illusion of truth. But truth has a light and dark side to it, right? It's got some mystery behind the truth as well. This is the crow. It's got the light and the dark side. And the dark side could bring in this energy of illusion. And again, that's been a lot of messages from Spirit is coming back with a clear mind, a calm mind. And meditation can help. Like quiet the mind, right? To navigate this energy of illusion and this dark energy of the crow. Tame the wind. And if we do that, if individuals do that, they can come back to the situation with a sense of calmness and strength. To bring their side to the story. To shine some light on their side. To shine some light on this moon energy, right? To bring it over here, in this spot right here. Beautiful. All right, and we're going to actually take that advice. We were going to pull a card for direction, some general direction for in this spot. But we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be pulling a card for an overall feeling. And we're going to use the wind enchantment for this. All right, thank you, Spirit. Oh, that was quick. What's this? Dove. Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful energy. Some purity. Oh, there's some kind of, looks like there's a snail down there. It's like there's a snail. It's a dove. Beautiful. It's a beautiful energy, the dove. That's definitely a symbol of purity, some symbol of something new. But that's beautiful though, because there's a snail. It's like looks like there's an energy of the snail or something down within her breast, like in her chest right there. There's like a snail right there, and maybe something needed to take some time before it could spread its wings. Right here. Beautiful. Something needed to take some time to spread their wings. All right. All right, thank you. Let's see what the dove. All right. Dove. I am dove, the peace of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instinct. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of kin. Beautiful. I am group mind and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are aligning with others. You are dove. Beautiful. And let's leave it at that. There's the energy of the dove, aligning with others. Right? Aligning with others. This was the energy of this card right here. Of hearing people's stories from all sides. Right? And yeah, definitely this situation was, the time ran out on this situation and it ripened, and this situation was set free in the spirit of going in a new direction with this energy right here especially. Well, this has been a special reading in the spirit of the messages from the crossed over. But here we're inviting in and asking a particular audience, which was the loved ones, the children, to say hello. We love you, and hear what you have to say about this. Thank you, and thank you, Spirit. Neptune gives up a child from the sea to the subconscious, into our awareness, and perhaps a new vision. Can rise out of it. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Take care.